Today we are reading Little People, Big Dreams, Nelson Mandela. After the video, stay tuned for reading questions and activity ideas and visit laurenmartinbooks.com for more free learning resources. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories. Now let's read about Nelson Mandela. There once lived a little boy in South Africa whose name sounded like a song. Rolihlahla, it meant troublemaker in Xhosa, his language. He was a member of a clan who had lived in that land long before the country even existed. His great-grandfather was the clan's king and his father its chief. No one in his family had had a formal education before. On the first day of class, his teacher gave each of the students an English name, and from then on, Rolihlahla was known as Nelson. Nelson was 12 when his father passed, but he inherited his sense of fairness. It was decided that he would be taken to the great place and entrusted to the chief's family, who treated him like a son and continued his education. Listening to the tales told by the oldest visitors at the palace, Nelson discovered his love of African history. He also learned that his country had been taken over by white men. They made laws and took decisions for all of its inhabitants. Big homes, good schools, fair pay, white people had everything they hoped for, while everyone else was forced to give up their dreams. Nelson knew that wasn't fair, so he went to college, wanting to do his best to change it. When he found out that his family was arranging his marriage, Nelson ran away to Dark City, a neighborhood in Johannesburg. It was so dark that at night there was just the moon to give him light while he studied. Nelson had joined a group that worked for equal rights. When the government set up an even more unfair system called apartheid, its racist laws separated people because of their skin color, burying their hopes for a better future. Still, Nelson refused to give up. After being arrested many times for organizing protests against apartheid laws, he had no other choice but to go into hiding. For a long time, he only went out dressed in a disguise. One day, he and 7 of his friends were accused of trying to overthrow the racist government. He was sent to jail for 27 long years. Still, from his cell, he kept dreaming of a country where all people were treated equally. During the years behind bars, he didn't just earn the respect of his guards, he became a symbol of the struggle for justice. All around the world, there were calls to free Nelson from jail and end apartheid. Nelson was a 17-year-old grandfather when the president of South Africa visited him and decided to release him. They both agreed to work as a team to change the laws and build a fairer country, and they won a Nobel Peace Prize for it. Millions of people who had never had the chance to vote before chose Nelson to be the first black president of South Africa. It was a huge step towards a rainbow nation, where people of all races would live together peacefully and everyone would count. And by facing every struggle in his long walk to freedom with hope and determination, little Nelson learned that the greatest glory is rising every time we fall, because a winner is just a dreamer who never gives up. Who did you learn about in this book? What are they famous and remembered for? What did they do to accomplish their goals and change the world for the better? What challenges, obstacles, or difficulties did he overcome to achieve his dreams and make the world a better place? What can you learn from Nelson Mandela? What are your goals and dreams? What can you do to make the world a better place in big ways and small everyday ways? What challenges might you need to overcome, and how can you overcome them with the help of others or with the help of your own determination and hard work? Write or draw what you learned about Nelson Mandela, and write or draw about your own dreams and how you can make the world a better place in big and small ways every day. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories. Visit laurenmartinbooks.com for more books and free learning resources. Thank you for reading with me.